Hello, this is Ellen Moon from the Magical Moon in Galion, Ohio. And so I thought it would be a really cool idea is if I did vlogs, shop vlogs. Just kind of explaining what I'm doing that day or that week. I don't know. I just thought that would be like a really fun thing to do. So here we go. I am kind of a little sick, so I look and sound maybe a little sick. So today is Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Hold on. Let me check the temperature. Temperature. It is 41 degrees out on this Tuesday afternoon, November 18th, 2025, 12:45 p.m., 40 degrees, and it's kind of rainy today. Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be like in the 40s and low 50s all week, so yuck. I don't mind rain, but not when it's cold, you know? Why am I blurry? There we go. Okay. So today I opened the shop. I went and grabbed lunch from Tim Hortons, and I have my iced coffee. Let's see. I went and grabbed lunch. I opened. I had to put lights on my tree in the shop room. Right now I'm in my office. I lit all the incense, and I turned on all the lights and turned on all the candles and turned on the music. I did some sweeping and some tidying up. Now I am closed on Sunday and Monday, so it's, you know, Saturday I set out all the Yule stuff, the Yule treasures that I have so far. Right now I am going to be writing a new message on this message board. These are so fun. So it's just like a felt board, and then I have like hundreds of these like little letters and numbers and pictures and symbols. I have no idea what I'm going to write. I will be open on Black Friday, which not every year I am, but this year I was like, you know what, I'm going to be open on Black Friday from 10 to 4. Normally I'm open on Fridays from noon to 6, but since it's Black Friday and I'm not normally open on Black Friday, 10 to 4, I figured that was fair, because people normally get out pretty early. So I think that's what I'm going to write on my message board. I wanted to tell you guys that I went to Salem, Massachusetts for the first time last weekend, and I got these earrings. Hold on. So I got these earrings from the shop called Coven. So this side is a purple moon and a cat. This side is a purple moon and a star. It's so cute. And I got this tooth ring right here. Isn't this cute? This tooth ring from, hold on, I will show you, or I will tell you. I remember like the first word is like forge. Hold on, let's look it up. I'm hoping I can find it. This store I bought like a few things from. I loved that store so much. Let's see here. Okay. Hive and Forge. Okay, Hive and Forge. It is phenomenal. It's on Church Street in Salem. They have like all kinds of stuff. Like, it's kind of like my kind of store. It's got dead things. It's got the herbs and the jewelry, and they've got books and clothes and just really unique things. I ended up getting my daughter a really cool print of like a sleeping dragon. It's a dragon, but like underneath the dragon is like inside the earth, and like there's, I don't know, like another world underneath the dragon. I don't know. It's really cool. They have like hundreds of different like art prints. Hold on a second. Alright, I am back. I'm so sorry. That was a customer. They were fantastic. Oh my gosh. I love getting customers like that are just so happy to be here, and they just bring all the good vibes. I love that. But anyways, I was talking about that shop in Salem. Yes, they have like hundreds of different like art prints by like local artists. Just incredible. The vibe there just felt so good. I was there for a while, actually. I was like, I have to buy some things, I was like trying to figure out like, okay, what can I get? Because I definitely wanted to buy some things from that store. Okay, so I have a window right here, and there's an air conditioner still in the window. It needs to come out. I need to have my husband get it. But like you can hear like traffic easier when there's, when the window's open, and like you can hear people coming in the store through there. So with these vlogs, I have no idea like what to expect. Okay, like I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know. I guess these vlogs are going to be kind of, for me. I do work by myself, and I don't have anybody to really talk to. God, that sounds so pathetic, but I mean, it's true. I don't have anybody to talk to except for when customers come in, or when my kids come home from school. They come in here and hang out with me. Or if my friends come over, whatever. Alright, let's try and find So, I guess I could talk about my Salem trip. I mean, that would be kind of interesting, right? So, I went with my good friend Sunshine, and we were there. Well, we stayed in Woburn, Massachusetts, which is about 20 minutes or 6. Actually, I think it's less than 20 minutes. I think it was like 16 minutes from Salem. So, we were there from November 7th through the 9th. We drove there. Oh my god. It was a long drive there. I did not enjoy it at all. It was the worst. So, from here to there without driving, or without stopping, I'm so sorry. Without stopping, it's like 10 hours and 40 minutes. Okay? Not bad. But on the way there, we took the no tolls route, which on the way back home, there were no tolls. Like, I don't understand that. But anyways, we took the no toll route there. Okay, so that added an hour and a half. So a 10:40 trip turned into like a 12 hour and 30 trip. Okay, whatever. It took us 16 hours to get there. Oh my God. 16 hours, you guys. And listen, I understand that people travel all over. I don't travel like that. Okay, I don't. I haven't gone that far since I was a kid, and obviously I didn't drive. So Sunshine, she actually drove the whole way except for the last 2 hours. I mean, you know, whatever, she was tired. I understand. But oh my God, 16 hours. We couldn't wait to get in the hotel. So we get in the hotel at Woburn. We stayed at a, what was it? What hotel was it? I don't remember. It was a decent hotel. It was decent. I don't remember what it's called, but it's right off the highway. So we get there, we unload everything in the room, and then we go to the hot tub. We went downstairs to the hot tub and came back up, took our showers, got ready for bed, and literally we just lounged all day. We did go across the street to this Mexican restaurant to get dinner, but that was it. Like, we had originally planned to go to Salem Friday evening, but since we drove for so long, longer than we were expecting, we just didn't want to go anywhere. We needed to decompress because we were driving through the mountains. On the way there, we were driving through the mountains. I was seeing signs for like bear crossing, moose crossing, and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is kind of cool. I was kind of hoping to see a bear or a moose. I didn't see any, but we needed to decompress by the time we got to the hotel. Let's just say that. My nerves, I think I don't even know how long I had been up at that point, and I was just so emotional. I called my husband just emotional and like kind of homesick and stuff, and he's like, take your meds and go to bed. I'm like, okay. So that's what I did. Took my meds and went to bed. Sunshine was already asleep. I think I was asleep before 9 o'clock. We got up on Saturday morning, well rested. We went downstairs and had some delicious breakfast. I mean, it was alright. I've had better breakfast in hotels before. This was okay. Came back up to the room and started getting ready. And we wanted to be at Salem by like 9, but we weren't. I think we were there in Salem about close to 10 o'clock. It happened, you know. And then with the daylight savings happening, you know, where, you know, it gets dark at like 4 or 5 o'clock, we just didn't have a lot of time to do everything. So we spent the whole day in Salem, and it just wasn't long enough. I feel like I needed another day to see everything, because by the time 6 o'clock came around, I had the worst headache right here. And it's because I was taking in like so much. I was so overstimulated, taking in the sights, the people, the sounds, the excitement, I was just taking in so much. I mean, if you've never been somewhere that you've always wanted to go to, I don't know, maybe you've experienced it too, but I had the worst headache, but I was like pushing through it, because I'm like, I want to see more. I don't care about this headache. And I was taking, medication for it, but it just was not going away. It's like, girl, you just need to go lay down and take a break. Salem was a lot of fun. We went back to the hotel on Saturday evening, and our plan was to go back to Salem Sunday morning before we got on the road to come back home to see places that we hadn't got to see yet. Well, there was a big snowstorm coming from the west. So we live in Ohio, and we were in Massachusetts, and we would be driving into the storm. And we wasn't quite sure when it would hit certain areas. But, I mean, we could drive in the snow, but, we didn't want to. So, we both agreed that our safety was more important than seeing more stuff in Salem. And we didn't go to Salem that Sunday morning. That Sunday morning, we went down to the lobby, got breakfast, came back up to the room, and started packing, and we left. I definitely want to go back to Salem. I need at least 2 or 3 days to see everything comfortably. Because if you go there and you try to see everything in one day, I'm not sure that you will completely enjoy yourself. Because there is so much to see. There are so many shops. There's so many historical places to look at. There's so many different restaurants that you could experience, and there's museums, and just walking the streets and just enjoying those old brick roads and brick sidewalks. You just want to enjoy it, because it is a nice area, even though it is a touristy area. It is still a beautiful place, and I will say that Salem, they take really good care of their town, for sure. Yeah. Now, Sunshine has a different opinion on experiences than I do. I would love to go back. I don't think she really cares to go back. So the ups about Salem, Massachusetts, first timer over here. The positive side about Salem is that it is beautiful. The buildings are beautiful. The area itself is beautiful. I do want to say that there is a tour guide. I didn't do any tours. There is a tour guide that he is so freaking nice. He was, if you've been to Salem, or if you live in Salem or something, you might know who I'm talking about. I think he was wearing kind of like a top hat. And he was doing tours right by where the trolley picks up people. I think because he was there in that area, gathering people for a walking tour. I didn't get his name, but he was so nice and so helpful, because at one point I left my Moon's gift shop bag because I bought like a hoodie for myself, a mug, and a t-shirt for my mother from Moon's gift shop, and I had left the bag there, and I went like so many other places, like I got down and around, you know. I was like all the way over there by the Witch Museum. I went past Crowhaven, around to the Witch Museum, and we got past it, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have my bag. And so I had no idea where I left it, but it ended up being on like the table there right by the trolley. Well, later on, when we were going back to our car just to kind of sit for a minute, the tour guide remembered me and had a girl come over, which also remembered me, and she was just like, you left your bag. And I'm like, oh, I got it. I found it, actually. And it was just so nice because they were watching for me through, like, while they were on their tour, they were watching for me to see if they could find me, to let me know where I left my bag. It was just so nice. But he was, aside from that, he was still so nice. Very helpful. I would have taken his tour, but I just didn't really want to, you know. I just didn't want to do like a walking tour, but I think next time I would probably do a trolley tour. I think that might be fun. So another up about Salem is, I don't know, I mean, the shops are really cool. I don't know. Everything is beautiful there. It is very beautiful, very taken care of. I love the sights, and I've seen a couple buskers, I think that's what they're called. The people that are there to entertain tourists and stuff. I know it was like the second week in November, but there was a few. There was Frankenstein, another character, I'm not sure what that one was supposed to be. And I did see the guy with the black cat that, like, he didn't let me touch his cat. He was nice. He said that his cat wasn't feeling very, I'm not sure exactly what he said. I don't want to say what he said, but I think that was his way of saying, you know, please, you know, give me space. I don't want you touching my cat, which is understandable. I'm sure he gets that a lot. I wouldn't want like 1,000 people every day touching my cat, but he does have, it's the guy with the black cat that just like hangs out on his shoulder. Super, super cute. Anyway, so the down part of Salem, in my opinion, it's kind of like a double-edged sword type thing. Like, I know it's a touristy place. I mean, that's why I went there. I went there to experience the history and the beauty of Salem, Massachusetts. Which city, you know? Because Salem, through all these years, they have really hyped themselves up as being just the witch city. And, you know, if you're a witch, you must come and see Salem, Massachusetts. I mean, you have to. And, you know, there's a couple shops there that I really, really wanted to see because I've been an admirer for so long. But the downfall is that it is a touristy area. It's a touristy area. Touristy area. It's both good and bad. It's a double-edged sword. Because, and I feel so bad for saying this, because like I really, really enjoyed it, and I definitely will be going back. And if you've never been, I I recommend you going and at least spending a couple days there. But to me, it felt like a movie set. And that's what I had told my husband when I came back. It's the best way I can describe it. Kind of like a movie set / museum. It's like everything there was for my entertainment. It wasn't authentic. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, it felt like a movie set. And some places felt like a cash grab type situation. And like, I hate saying stuff like that because I loved all the shops. And I went into so many shops. But I can still have those feelings. Yeah, it felt like everything there was for my entertainment, my enjoyment. I went and seen the memorial wall, and again, I know it's a touristy area. I know there's going to be tours and all that stuff. But seeing it versus knowing it is totally different. Seeing it and experiencing all these tours all over town. They're everywhere. There are tours everywhere. Experiencing it. It felt weird. It felt wrong in a way. Like, I felt bad being there. But I didn't pay money for these walking tours, and I didn't pay to get into the cemetery. Yeah, you have to pay to get into the cemetery. I mean, you can see it just fine outside of the cemetery. But yeah, the memorial wall for all the victims that were hung or smashed. I just felt there was a moment. There was a moment in between. I was taking pictures of all the graves of the, they're not graves, of the monuments of all the people. And there were a couple tours going on, so they were kind of passing me. There was a moment I had about halfway through, and I just kind of stood there while like the tour just kept moving. And I had this great, overwhelming sense of realization and sadness. And I turned to Sunshine and I was like, what do you feel? Because like I already knew what I felt. And she said that, what'd she say? She said something along the lines of, like, it's not right. They're making money off of these deaths and the suffering of this town, the suffering of the time. And it's like, we're there as tourists. But to be fair, we didn't pay to do the touristy stuff, but I mean, we were still there. But I wanted to be there to say their name and to I know that's not where they're buried. They're buried somewhere else. I don't know. Like I said, Salem is kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, you know, it's a touristy area, but that's also their downfall. I don't know. It's kind of weird, isn't it? All right, so what am I going to do today? I got to do this this message board, and I think I'm going to work on restocking my herbs out there. I know Sunshine and I are going to be recording a podcast about Salem. We took a ton of pictures. A lot of my pictures that I took are blurry, and I didn't know that until I got like home. Like, I would take a picture and then I would move my camera too soon, and then it would be blurry. I'm like, oh my god. So I ruined a few pictures from doing that, but she got a ton of pictures. So yeah, we're going to be doing a podcast on our experience in Salem. So you'll get to hear her version, which I'm telling you right now, she hated it. Overall, she hated it. And I don't think she would go back. I definitely want to go back. I need to go back. Like, I feel like I have to go back. So maybe next year I can go back, like, with my husband and my kids. We could, like, make a trip there in, like, over the summer or something, like in July or August. Maybe July. I think that would be fun. It would be before the Halloween happenings that they have there. Halloween happenings in Salem. Right now they have, like, I think it's called, like, holiday happenings or something. I don't know. Salem's a really cool city, and I feel like I didn't get to experience enough. Yeah. I just feel like I just didn't get to experience enough, and I want to experience more, so I'm definitely going back. Let me know if you've been to Salem, or if you want to go to Salem. Let me know. Let me know your experience. But I'm going to get off here. It was good chatting with ya. And maybe I'll do a vlog tomorrow.